And with a play clock about to expire, Mike McCarthy's going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First and 10. Here's Rodgers. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Todd Davis coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Complete here to Gary Barnidge. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. On first down, Rodgers. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. And the wideout in motion. Throwing is Rodgers. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
First carry now for the rookie, Dalvin Cook. He doesn't find a ton of space following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Second down following the run. They run it again with Cook. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And this defense looks for one more stop here on third after the run.
Get ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
I remember the first time I saw Dalvin Cook play in college. I was watching him on TV, called a scouting friend of mine and said, "Who is this guy? He's special." And he said, "Dude, you're watching a home run hitter on the field."
Yeah, he was special in Tallahassee. Left Florida State their all-time leader in rushing yards and touchdowns. On first and 10, Bridgewater. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Mike Daniels in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. second down. Cook. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, last year, I'm not sure we saw very many of those runs, did we, from the Vikings? I mean, they had the poorest rushing attack in the league.
Just 75 yards per game, but carries like the one we just saw, that'll help bolster that average.
Yeah, certainly, and they tried to beef up the offensive line in the offseason, brought in Latavius Murray, and then drafted Dalvin Cook out of Florida State.
Bridgewater. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Again, this is Cook. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
And here we go on first and goal. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run with Cook. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Second and goal to go now. Handoff comes to Cook, and that's a big collision. He's knocked backward as they will mark him down at the 8-yard line.
Now, that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelmed, because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. And Forbath will put this one through, and the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Bridgewater on first down. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it first and goal. Shipped together here from the D-line. On On the sneak, it's Bridgewater. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone.
Oh, yeah, good surge.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And he'll bang that one through. Forbath out to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he motions the wide receiver. Here's Rodgers to throw. Flushed out right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Todd Davis not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the Pack up on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Here's Sherrills. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Let's go. 180.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And some room to work. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
I don't care what the game plan was coming in. After these runs,
you're running it, right?
you make sure you keep circling on your play sheet, running plays that are working, and keep patting those big offensive linemen on the back. They're doing a great job.
Goes without saying the defense is going to have to adjust to that.
In a big way, and they've got to figure out, do they have to sell out to stop the run, or can they just do it better than what they've done so far?
A first down throw for Bridgewater. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Mario Williams in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Second down, Bridgewater. Throw left side on target to Thielen. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Clay Matthews in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Ryan Quigley, 5th-year man from Boston College, in to punt it away as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. Reminder that coming up later tonight in the national window, we'll see the Giants travel out to Denver to take on the Broncos. And then tomorrow night, it's the Colts and Titans, an AFC South battle from Nashville.
Both of them have designs on winning that division.
Rodgers now on first down. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 55 yards. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Looking deep for it, and he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Davante Adams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Crosby on now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And out now come the Vikings. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Murray, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Back to the ground. This time Cook. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Here's Bridgewater. Over the middle, complete. That's Gordon. A good pickup there at 22.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
To throw is Bridgewater. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Bridgewater now on 2nd down. Left side caught by Diggs. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got the hookup here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. They go play action here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Gordon. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That throw good for 4. It's second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with that, they're now out of timeouts, and still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Tiger! Let's go!
From the gun, Bridgewater under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Clay Matthews, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, and their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Linval Joseph in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely, he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there, getting him the first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Rodgers now on first down. Caught on the right side by Adams. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. On second down, here's Rodgers. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. On now is the Packers punter. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. On now is the Packers punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. They run the counter with Cook. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
On 3rd down, that's Cook. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And it's fielded at the 34. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington. And the 49ers are out to the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
26.
A play fake to Montgomery. Now Rodgers. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Now it's Rodgers. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. Rodgers in control as he hurries his guys to the line. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Going up top. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down at the 10. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this 1st half of action. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
When you think of Mike Daniels, you think of strength. Hard to knock off the football, but surprising quickness and ability to move and evade people. How about that play there?
Well, he can squat 600 pounds, so that's how he caught people's attention coming into the league, and he caught our attention right there. Bridgewater from the gun on third down. And that is incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one. Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Danielle Hunter in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he finds Barnidge. He's got it. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Terrence Newman with a pick. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. A nice gain of 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Bridgewater on 1st down. Dancing to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing is Bridgewater. Gets it to Gordon. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Second down, Bridgewater. And Diggs has it. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. The Vikings on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Forced out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And it's 3rd down. A little too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
There's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And Forbath will put this one through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now a run with Montgomery. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Rodgers on third down. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And down to the 36-yard line here. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Third and long, it's Rodgers. And pressure gets to him again. Danielle Hunter in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Bridgewater now on 2nd down. The left side caught by Diggs. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Cook, and he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I like the old rule. Possession is 9/10.
The big fella. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. Touchdown, Vikings. Kyle Rudolph, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Forbath out to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed. And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
They have, you're right, they have had no room to breathe. Rodgers going to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A good pickup there at 22. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it?
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Linval Joseph in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Now Rodgers. It's caught. It's Barnidge over the middle. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Rodgers now on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard near the 34-yard line. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Harrison Smith. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Let's go.
Throwing here. Bridgewater. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Cook. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Again, it's Cook. And he's got room. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Lets it fly for Thielen. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. And he completes it to Jordy Nelson. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal: win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for Minnesota, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Baltimore Ravens next week. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.